Hi friends, how are you doing? I'm Tammy and this is Faith Family Fashion, and welcome to our weekly rewind. This is weekly vlog number 2 for 2018. That sun ain't doing nothing for me, huh? Okay, so I actually tried to vlog a little bit every day. Checking in with you guys, telling you what was going on, how my day was going, what the plans were for the day. Oh, those are gorgeous. I didn't see them. Oh. Anyway, sorry, I'm at the thrift store. I'm going now to pick Nick up. But like I was saying, I tried to vlog a little bit every day. And every time I do that, something happens. I've got to get back into using my camera, but I still don't have a very great computer at the moment. My husband swears he's going to get one. So, I tried to put them all together, edit and put them all together, and for some reason, the program I used to put my videos together wouldn't pull from the Google Drive. It kept crashing because I had deleted some of them to have more space to finish up, knowing that I can pull them off of my Google Drive, and it just wouldn't work. So I thought instead, I do have some clips of some things from the week that I would just chat with you guys and just catch you up on how my week went. I love chit-chatting with you guys. I hope you like these kind of videos. I just feel like it's a little more personable. And we're just chatting and, you know, you kind of get to know me a little bit better. And you get to share some stuff with me down below. And we can talk about things. But this week actually went by pretty fast for me. It is Friday. Today's been a little bit hectic. But let's start back from the beginning. So on Monday, my son and his fiance came home. I had been keeping... we have 2 big dogs and 2 little dogs. The 2 big dogs are my oldest son. We had them taken to the vet and fixed. And so since we did that, we had to keep them separated because they have a tendency of liking to fight and be a little rough with each other. So we took them to the vet. We kept them separated. One of them was kenneled, and he'd never really been in a kennel before, and he did so good. Can I tell you? He was so much easier than the puppies. Holy cow. He's so easy. He's just a big love bug. I've got a picture of us hugging him, so I'll insert that here at the end of this video. And he was really good. Really, really good. And so my son and his fiance came over and they picked him up. He's got this huge kennel that is about the size, or it's big enough for a Great Dane, let me tell you. So I was going to give them that. When my daughter-in-law and I, or to-be daughter-in-law, went and picked it up, the guy somehow got it in my car. Well, none of us could figure out how to get it back in the car. So my son put it in my trunk and tied the trunk shut. And he is going to follow me over to their house. And he's got the dog, I've got the kennel. Well, on the way there, we're on a major street in our area. And on the way there, I heard a crash. I seen a car push up onto the sidewalk, like next to me. I seen another car shoot into the parking lot. I looked over and that car was dark in color, which my son's car is dark in color. And it freaked me out for a minute. I'm calling them and they're like, we're calling 911. I'm like, are you hurt? And they're like, no, it wasn't us. So it happened, they were behind me. So it happened between us in the other lane. Thank goodness it wasn't them. So my son, you know, blocks the lane because I guess he was behind. Anyway, he could get over. He got over. He blocked the lane. Checked on the one driver in the dark colored car. The airbags had deployed. He was a little hurt, a lot shaken up, and you know, I got over and pulled into the parking lot, and we stayed there and checked on both drivers until, you know, paramedics and the police and everybody showed up. You know, and it was just, as a mom, it makes you feel really good to see your kids just kind of be selfless and kind of jump into action and, you know, be there to help other people. So I was really proud of my son and my daughter-in-law for that. Like I said, they really kind of jumped in and made sure everybody was okay. My daughter-in-law was on the phone, you know, talking to 911. My son was checking on both people. The other driver I thought was really strange, but I guess she was probably just distraught, you know, traumatized. And because she pulled into the parking lot, and it was a really big parking lot, and she didn't just pull in and pull over, like she went all the way as far back as you could go into that parking lot. So that, at first, I'm like, that's weird. Why would you do that? But like I said, I think she was just really kind of distraught. So he actually texted me and wanted to thank my son for everything and offered for them to, come where he works and, have dinner and that kind of thing. So I thought that was really nice. So that was our excitement Monday night. So we made it over to the apartment and to their house and got everything set up, got the dog all situated, and he's been doing wonderful ever since. I got to go see him today, and he's just happy. It's so good. I'm so happy that everything's working out. I really had my reservations because he has mostly been an outside dog. So Tuesday, Nick and I decided that after school and work that we would go see a movie. So I got a picture of us at the movies. It is called Studio Movie Grill here. I don't know if they're nationwide or not, but it's one of those that you go in and so many of the seats are the recliner seats that you can recline back in. Got the little table that pulls over. You press the button and you can order. Well, Tuesday nights at Studio Movie Grill is $5 nights. So tickets are $5, appetizers, kids meals, and desserts are all $5. So I just ordered off the kids meal, y'all. Nick and I had a kids meal dinner, and we split a dessert, huge dessert. Why I didn't take pictures of this, I don't know. But huge dessert, 2 big pieces of brownies, 3 scoops of ice cream, 2 big cinnamon sugar fried tortilla things. Oh, I didn't need it, but it was so good, and it was so much fun. And we went to see Jumanji. Have you guys seen that? Oh my gosh, we laughed all the way through that movie. Now, I remember the original one with Robin Williams. I love that one. My oldest loves that one. I don't know that Nick's seen that one all the way through. So I'm definitely going to show him that. But this one was different enough that it's a good movie all on its own, like standing alone. Sometimes, when they do a remake, you're just like, oh, but the first one was better. Because you know it, you kind of grew up with it. But this one was good. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I would go watch it again. So if you've not seen Jumanji, go check it out. It's really, really funny and just a really good movie. I am spitting. I'm sorry. So we did that Tuesday. Wednesday was finally a day that I got to just come home. But I did have to go to Walmart and I had to pick up some dog food, a few other things. So I believe I do have some video of me walking through Walmart and picking up a few things and chatting with you guys. And then Nick wanted like a typical kid's meal for dinner that night. So I show you what I make for him. So wait for that. I do have a clip of that coming up. Thursday night finally was just kind of a chill night. Didn't have to go anywhere, but I got home and my food I tested out didn't defrost. It was still frozen like a rock, so we just ordered pizza. But on Thursday, my to-be daughter-in-law called me during the middle of the day, and she had gotten in an accident during lunch. Went to Taco Casa today. During lunch, she was not driving. It was not her car. She was with a coworker. They were going to lunch. Another driver ran a red light, T-boned them, and hit it on her side of the car. Her airbags deployed. She hit her head on the window. She did not go to the emergency room. She went back to the office, and then she went home. When she got home, she just went to sleep for the evening, and then woke up this morning in immense amount of pain. I'm sorry, y'all. So my son is in school for his job and he can't miss class. So she asked me if I could take her to the doctor. So that's what I did this morning. So I've not posted on Instagram at all today, which normally I do. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me because I do post every day or just about every day. So follow me on Instagram. I don't know what it is. All of a sudden my throat is scratchy. Hang on, give me a second, guys. Oh my goodness. Cough drops. Something I have to keep. I know my goodness. I better not be getting sick after being at the hospital. So I dropped Nick off at school and I went and picked her up. Took her to the emergency room at the hospital closest to her, one I had never been to before. Can I tell you, we were not real impressed. I'm not going to go into detail and give you personal information about her, but her head hurt, her neck hurt, her shoulders and back hurt. She had really, really bad headache, and she had, thrown up. this doctor, instead of focusing on her and her pain and her symptoms, they asked her pain level, and she told them it was an 8 out of 1 through 10. He sat there and gave us a lecture on car accidents and insurance and getting a lawyer. I mean, that was nice, I guess. It's always nice to, if you feel someone needs to know something, to share that information. But he did more talking about, insurance and getting a lawyer and car accidents than he did about listening to her and diagnosing her. He had that creep factor about him. Do you know what I mean? He just came off creepy. He made her feel uncomfortable. They came and got her. They didn't do any blood work. They did some x-rays. They didn't do a CAT scan. She told him where her head hurt. And he's like, do you have a bump? She's like, I don't know. And so he goes and he just runs his hand through her head. And she's like, it hurts right there. And he goes, well, there's no bump. So he didn't do a CAT scan. He just sent her for some x-rays. I went with her to x-ray. And they looked at her spinal cord from a bunch of different directions. And then, as soon as, I sat in there and the lady told me, the radiologist is already reviewing these right now, so it won't take very long. And no one was there. We didn't have to wait. And we get back to the room, and they told us that we would be there until, for like another hour, that it would take up to another hour. So I hadn't eaten anything, hadn't had my coffee. I walk out and I ask the nurse, where could I go to buy coffee and to buy her like ginger ale or something. So he just takes me to the nurse's break room. By the time I get my coffee and I walk back to the room, the doctor is already in there and told her, she needed to take a warm shower, and he was giving her some prescriptions, and, today was the worst day. And that was it. And then goes, well, you can, sit here and relax as long as you need to. And then, you're just, whenever you're ready to go, you can go. We just weren't impressed. We were not impressed. She's worried that something else is wrong or, something. And I went and we picked up her prescriptions, picked her up some stuff to keep at the house to, munch on and to have if she needs it. And, after I left, she said she threw her food up again. So if by the time my son gets home this evening, she's still not feeling well, or she feels worse, or the symptoms seem different, she's going to go ahead and go get seen again somewhere else. The people I work with, we do work with a doctor, and he told me that I could send her over to his hospital. Paramedic told me that she could go back to the same hospital 12 hours later and get a different doctor, and the hospitals basically get in trouble if they have too many return patients. Too many people return to that same hospital going, hey, whatever you did didn't fix me. He goes, so that means they should take like extra care of her. I don't know. So you guys please raise her up into your prayers that she is feeling better, or gets feeling better, and that there's not something more serious wrong. So, the guys that I work with told me that if it was some sort of head injury, that she would be functioning different. It would be obvious she wouldn't be functioning normally except with just pain. So I'm really hoping that that's true in her case and there's not something more. So I'm just, you worry about your kids. So I'm just worried. So please pray for her. So after I got her settled in, I hadn't been to work, so I went to the office and did a little bit of work that I needed to do that was really important for me to do today. Went and let the puppies out. I've got a little video of the puppies and them being typical puppies, and so you can see how much they've grown and how busy they are. They're just so cute. It's hard to be mad at them because they're so cute. So you get to see Nala and Simba. They will be 4 months old on the 8th, on February 8th. So that's really soon. That's next week. So they're so much fun. I've bought them these little chewies, and they're only about this big with the little knots at the end, and they're peanut butter flavored. They can go through those really, really quick. They actually went through a whole bag, but they're like quiet and still for a few minutes while they're chewing on it. So I've got to go get some more of those. Tonight, Nick has his very first school dance. Can you believe it? They already had one this year at his school, like a beginning of the year welcome kind of thing, and he did not want to go. Had no interest in it, didn't want to go, didn't want to talk about it, So now he has decided he wanted to go. So he told me earlier this week that he could buy the ticket on his lunch. And I'm like, so are you telling me that you want to go? He goes, yeah. So some of his friends are going. So we're going to, when he gets out of here in just a few minutes, we're going to stop and get him a little something to eat. And go home and pick him out something to wear. It's not a formal or anything. He's in middle school. And they have to wear uniforms, so he doesn't have to wear his uniform tonight. He just has to wear his ID, so kind of casual. So we'll put him in like some, jeans and boots, or jeans and nice tennis shoes or something. So we're going to do that, so I'm kind of excited. It's his first one. So I would say that I would go with my older kids, and we would go grab something to eat tonight, but I'm thinking she probably needs to rest, and I think my oldest son is not feeling very well either. There is this humongous flea market that only happens once a month. It's about an hour and a half away, and we love to go to it. It is, this whole town turns into a flea market. Everything is there that you can imagine, from animals, dogs, to, artwork, to crafting, to you think of it, and it is there. Antiques. Just a little bit of everything, and it's a lot of fun. So we're supposed to go, but I don't know. We're just gonna have to see how everybody feels. If not, I guess we'll go next month, and the weather should probably be nicer. It is nice. It's gonna be like right around 59, I think, and this is a little further east, and it's kind of down in a valley, so it may be a little cooler. So we'll have to see. If we go, I will definitely do some filming. It's too much to film the whole thing, but I will definitely do some filming and give you guys an idea. It's just so much fun. So we like to do that, and my son has been gone for a year and a half and not been able to do this, so he definitely loves to do this. So sometimes my parents go and we go with them, but they haven't said anything, and it's a lot of walking. And they're kind of at that age where they refuse to admit that they should rent the scooters. But with my daughter-in-law not feeling good, she's like, I'm missing it, I'm going. So we might be renting a scooter anyway, because she might need to be on a scooter. So you rent a scooter by the hour. It's like $7 an hour. And we're there. I mean, we can be there for a long time, but we're usually there maybe 3 or 4 hours. Is that a long time to be at a flea market? If you knew how big this was, you would understand. So, I think that's it. I think that's catching you guys up on my rewind. I will let you see Nick before he goes to his dance, and I've got a little bit of video from earlier this week that I will add after this, and then I may or may not come back on to say goodbye to you guys. So if I don't, thank you for spending this time with me. Remember to stop and thank God for today, because it truly is a gift, and as no one has told you, you are absolutely beautiful on the inside and out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye. Pajama pants for $5. Galvanized stuff. Look how cute. summer stuff already. Wow. These are cute too. No way, look at that. How cute is that? Cyrus Caddy. I really do like these. They're small ones. Get some, get some, get it, get it, get it, get it. Okay, this is Nick's pick for dinner. Can you guess? So we're doing chili dogs. So we got our Wolf Brand chili, our hot dogs. These are the ones I got in the big 20-pack. Some cheese, some buns. Remember I asked you how you guys cook hot dogs? We're putting these babies in the oven. So I've got all my buns in there. I'm about to squeeze my ketchup and put in my hot dogs, my chili, my cheese, cover them, and we're going to bake them. And they're all done at one time, and they're all fixed at one time, and then we're going to do some tater tots to go with it. So we're going to put our ketchup in all the hot dogs, buns. Hot dogs with ketchup or mustard or both. Or mayonnaise. Do you do mayonnaise? No. No mayonnaise on hot dogs. It's not allowed. I do mayonnaise on french fries though. Oh my goodness. Put your pasta Has anybody figured out why we get 10 hot dogs and 8 buns? I want to know who thought that was a good idea. Here they are, covered in chili. We're gonna Here we go. We're going to cover it up with foil and bake them. Don't worry, I'm going to use the rest of that chili too. Okay, you want to know if your oil is ready? Put a wooden spoon down in it. You see the bubbles go to it? That means it's ready. And yes, I'm going to fry these in some oil. But, you know, we don't do this every day. That's what it looks like. It needs to melt a little more, so I'm going to pop it back in there with the foil off and let it melt. Alright, so this is our Sonic Drive-In special, y'all. Do y'all have a Sonic Drive-In? Alright, so here's our baked chili cheese dogs. All gooey and cheesy. Let me show you. See? Pretty good. Easy. They're all done at one time. You ain't got to make everybody's. And then here, we overloaded on the chili cheese. There are our chili cheese tater tots. This is what Nick wanted. This is what we get when we go to Sonic. Except for what I would spend for 2 meals, I'm probably speaking the whole family, guys. Alright, this is it. Y'all have a good night. Let me know what you're making for dinner that's super easy that your kids want. Good night. Hey, friends. Let's go in Ross and look. There are several of you that have found these insane clearance deals at Ross. It's a little later in the day. It's a little after 2 on Friday. I've got to pick up Nick by 4:15, so I need to be over there by 4 getting a parking spot. So I have a little bit of time, so let's go in here and hit the clearance and see if my store is doing any of those really great deals. So let's go take a look. Who doesn't love shopping at Ross, right? Oh my goodness. No clearance. Look, one clearance. Pretty definite tennis shoe addiction lately. Look at these. So cute. Not bad, but not on clearance. I know for a fact I've seen somebody somebody haul these on clearance. The tags been ripped off. Not clearance. No clearance. That's clearance. I like that. Not clearance. Yeah, so not so much clearance in this store. Oh, look, there's one. That's pretty. It's really Okay guys, this is the outfit of the day. This is that black poncho that I thrifted and I showed you guys. And I just have a black and silver blouse underneath it. This necklace, don't know where I got it, my son. And just, these are those Tina Knowles jeans. I thrifted those, and then I also thrifted these black boots. So, a complete thrifted outfit. I am in the dressing room trying on a few things. I tried on this. I don't like the way it looks. And I tried on this. It's crooked, but it's like a big poncho too. Don't like the way it looks. So, kind of a bust on thrifting for me today. I don't always find something, so I didn't find anything today. So now I gotta go get Nick, and then I gotta put all this stuff together. So, remember to stop and thank God for today, because it truly is a gift, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!